Right. So, gonna do a quick video just on current market conditions. It looks like, am I live? Yeah, okay, I'm live. It looks like the stock market is affecting crypto a little bit. I expect that maybe crypto will really break away from the stock market soon, but it is having an effect on crypto for sure. Uh, Look, like we've been in such a big uptrend for the stocks for so long that it's hard to be like, oh no, we're going down, right? Like it's just we've been doing really, really, really well. Um, this is obviously the COVID crash, and then since that COVID crash, it's come up a good 2x since 2020. But even then, we've just been in this really big, long uptrend for a very long time. Um, yeah, I'm not super worried about the stock market crashing because that wouldn't be super good for the economy for one thing. But if we were to just guess where it might go, I think we would just have to look at past history and just look at like all these other humps, like see what happened. Uh, we hit the 382 quite a lot along the way up. Crypto operates very differently than the stocks, from my understanding, and so I don't know if we'll come up to the CC, but we might. Um, but I really don't think that there's an increase in volume too. Um, I don't think that crypto will continue to get super affected, and this could be me being very stupid right now, is by the stock market. But I just don't see, like, let's say the stock market corrects big time. I don't see crypto like just crashing down. The lowest figure that I have for crypto right now would be in the 49,600 to 50,800. But maybe we make a double bottom here. Maybe we make a double bottom on 53,208 before pumping. But what if the speed fan in the middle of the speed fan holds, right? And then we pump from there. We've now rejected below a weekly level though, so that is something that is going to be a problem. What I know so far is that crypto has, Bitcoin specifically, has a lot of really strong barriers that it has to break, and that will be a problem. So, yeah, it's going to be a really big, like, I would imagine that we would hold this middle of the speed fan. We've like almost touched it. We touched it here, but we held, even though we broke under. We haven't fallen below it yet, but it is possible that we fall down and go lower. But yeah, I would expect us to just pump from here. We could maybe hit this level right here, 53, and then go to the CC. Maybe flush out a little bit more leverage before going up. But important to note is we have a CC right here. So if you go to my TA video, we talk about this, but it's TA video number 2. And if you're watching these lives, you probably do like learning TA. But we take the low to the high, and this is the CC. So this is going to be some very heavy resistance coming up. I would imagine, though, if we do a real pump, then it should blow past it, right? So Elliott wave theory wise, maybe it looks something like this. Or it could have already ended and we're already going up. But yeah, so my target is, hey, if we can't break this with some crazy power and volume and we like say we go down, right? If we don't just like pop up, I'm gonna be worried, right? Because if we just do something like uh like this where we fall and then we kind of like go up and then we start slowing down here, this is going to be an issue for me. Because if we're truly in a bull run, you're going to see these impulsive moves up, right? You're not going to see some slow thing. If you look at the past history of Bitcoin when we've been going up all this time, these moves have been with power. They were never weak and they just were like blasting through resistances. This one you can see we came up into the CC of this, the top to the bottom, and we completely rejected off before we made our next move up. So I don't really care about this drop, but I want to see the next move up look something like this with a lot of power. And I think it's really good to know like how long this lasted. So this lasted like 41 days. This one lasted 36 days. And the correction lasted 23 days, and this correction has lasted 22 days. So let's hope that, or 23 days. Let's hope that this correction is nearing the end. So I think that was, if I remember correctly, something like 40 days up, 40 days up, 23 days down, 23 days down. Hopefully it's another, what, 40 days up? Yeah, so look, if we make another little pump like this that just kind of like slowly goes up and it's on decreased volume, that's just a sign that we're going to pull another one of what just happened, right? If we do something like this and then we start coming down, it's going to be so much similar to what just happened right here, right? You really want to see these kinds of moves, the earlier moves. You want to see these powerful moves, and you want to see that continue. Do I think we're just going to drop from here? I really don't, because you get these kinds of like, you either get an impulsive move up and then some crazy, like, you always get this secondary bounce type thing. If I knew TA at the time, this would have been a huge red flag for me to just sell, because this is obvious. This is super obvious, actually, and I bet this is the CC in itself, too, if we look at what happened here. Yeah, so this is the CC as well. So yeah, anyway, there's just a look on Bitcoin. I'm not worried. All my money is pretty much still in crypto, which isn't really good advice at all. Just because of my situation, I ended up doing that, but I don't recommend that for others. You can see though that we've been rejecting on this monthly level really hard, and now we've just come down below the weekly level again. So yeah, I would expect that this ends soon. And then I guess we can take a look at a few altcoins, but Cake is still dead in the water. Yeah, DeFi is just down right now. I hope this doesn't break below, but let's see. I still expect some kind of pump. Moon River is one that's just the narrative and things I've been hearing. There's been so much talk about Moon River that I would just imagine that it would end up pumping, but who knows? We could, there's always that minor chance that we just straight up bear market. Atom did a really nice pump today. It looks like it's rejecting off of the weekly. Man, this isn't looking great. Yeah, so you can see that we have some new levels that need to be marked out. So let's do that. We definitely have a new level here, right? The very top. And then there's probably a monthly level. And that pretty much covers the daily level as well. We're gonna definitely have a level right here as well. Um, you know, it's interesting because I actually did a live stream when we were up here. Look, there's actually a decent amount of confluence that we come down to here for Avalanche. You have the point of control, you have the CC, you have a daily level. And I bet you we can find more confluence. Let's look at some speed fans, see if we can't get a good speed fan going here. Um, we hit the bottom of the speed fan here. We reject it off the top. Kinda wish I pulled a speed fan some time ago. But yeah, so looks like there is some level of confluence. Let's see if we can find a little bit more. Don't know if this will work. No, I don't think this will work. That's not appropriate. You know, if crypto dropped really heavy and it dropped to here, we could still say that this might be something like wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and then something higher for wave 5. That's still very possible. Yeah. Wow, so this did a big drop too. Um, this is why you don't FOMO into things. If you guys are actually watching this and you like TA, I would definitely look at the most recent video that I did just on rules and psychology of trading, because I think that's just super important when it comes to trading well with crypto. Whether you're in IDOs or whatnot, I know that this channel is focused on IDOs, but Yeah, it's something that's just really important. Luna is still pumping like a monster. This thing is not stopping. That is so bullish looking. Jeez. I don't know what's up with this coin, but this coin is wild. It's a very impulsive move. Yeah. I don't know what the target is anymore for Luna. This was my target. I have another target up here based on a lot of things, but like this is just moving with a lot of power. Anyway, with AVAX, I think we might see a little bit lower, unfortunately. Um, and maybe we get front run, so it doesn't actually hit. But it does make sense that we might come down a lot more. But it may not happen because that's just what crypto is, and it's not going to just give you what you want. But I have seen with consistency that this type of stuff does happen where a wick down happens. What would be a lot more confluence was if there was a naked point of control, which I bet there is. If we look at the monthly, let's look at the monthly point of controls and see if we can find. Yeah, so there's a monthly naked point of control. I really think this is gonna get hit. So yeah, cool. Well, thanks guys for watching. This is my find. Is definitely you should be expecting something like this. There's a good chance something like this is gonna happen. And my target would really just be to let it run. The stop loss can stay right there, but you know, maybe you stop it here because there's heavy resistance here and here. But this is a really good plan for the future.